And now, the show you've been waiting for. From Channels TV's global headquarters, it's The Other News. And here's your host, Okey Bakassi.
Hey, my people! Welcome again to The Other News. From far away, The Other News is that show that can make your heart go jiggy, jiggy, bam, 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 bam. Well, since Nigeria wants to give us heart attack by force, we have a pumped up show for you tonight. My guest is a real estate mogul. He just served as the ADP gubernatorial candidate in Lagos State during the 2019 elections. Ladies and gentlemen, Babatunde Gbadamosi is in the building! Also on the show, our correspondents SLK and D Humorous will be using style to show themselves as always. Well, all that and more, but first is the other news headlines. The World Health Organization has revealed that the amount of people suffering from dementia has increased by 400% in the last 20 years. Wow. Well, based on research, the increase is as a result of Nigerians' bad mouth. Because Nigerians like telling people, you're the craze. You're mad. And you know there is power in the tongue. Anyway, since those needing to go to asylum are increasing, partly because of the hard life where we live for Nigeria, Nigeria might soon become the hub of international asylum seekers. We'll just call it medical tourism. Also, the fact that dementia is increasing, it does not mean that we'll forget all the promises our politicians made these 2019 elections. We will not forget. The dementia, it never reached like that. The Nigerian mission in the US has stated that promoting and protecting of the interests of Nigerians residents in the United States remains its priority. Yes, because Nigerians over there need protection from the negative side effects of good roads, solid infrastructure, and 24/7 electricity. Yeah. While those of us in Nigeria are being protected by your mission. You're on your own mission. It's life. The Federal Road Safety Corps has said it will commence the modification of the driver's license to meet international standards. Wow, our license is going to be pimped up. Yeah, we'll now be recognized worldwide, even though our roads are only accepted by Nigerian mechanics. Nice one, yeah. Yeah, MultiChoice Africa has announced the premiere of the first Z World production, which features actors from Africa. Finally! But why didn't they cast this senator from Osho? Or this other senator from Kogi? You know, since singing and dancing is very important in Indian things, come on, these guys can dance and sing now. Well, obviously, it's only a matter of time before the African Bedu starts to enter the body of Indians. Everybody inside India film. Oh, wow, it's going to be fun. Well, Nigerian reggae veteran Majek Fashek recently made this powerful confession.
I never use cocaine. My problem is spiritualism, magic.
Yeah, you heard him. He has never used cocaine. Yes. And now to other matters. To some, the glass is half empty. But in Nigeria, we say the proverbial glass is half full. We can now say it's almost half full. Or, better still, quarter full. Well, at this rate, cup no day half full, half empty, or in fact, there's no cup. It is not a joke. It is not a joke. It's serious. Even if I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, it's a joke to many. Like the people that stabbed that poor doctor a few hours after his graduation. No loyalty to Nigeria.
What do we want? We want justice. Justice for who? Justice for Stevie.
Or the ones robbing on Abuja-Kaduna highway. No honesty.
Just this week, several people were kidnapped and many injured along the road in a sustained operation that lasted 3 days.
Then, those ones selling drugs in Saudi Arabia and Dubai, no faithfulness. In fact, it be like saying so unfaithful people fool this country. From we the people who are players to the politicians who are cheating on Nigeria. So how won't the whole world be looking at us like Yoruba demons? I mean like Nigerian demons. Sorry, I mean corrupt people. But can they really blame Nigerian people when this country is also doing like a cheating baby girl? Maybe that can be blamed on bad upbringing by parents, aka leaders. Because how can we serve Nigeria with all our strength when energy is needed to brush Boko Haram and herdsmen? How can we defend her unity when we have to defend ourselves from friendly policemen who like unfriendly rough play? How can we even uphold our honor and glory, home and abroad, when she's using our money to have affairs with foreign banks and corrupting our youth? I'm just asking for a friend. Because with the way things are going, this will soon be our code of honor. Thankfully, we have joining us an expert on national heart matters, all the way from the heartbeat of the nation.
Thank you so much, okay? It's quite warm here in Benin, I must. Oops! Wow. Sorry, that was an unidentified flying object. So I heard you talking about the pledge. You know, the Nigerian pledge is like a vow. I pledge to Nigeria, my country, to be faithful, loyal, and honest. To serve Nigeria is not by force. I mean, with all my strength. You get the point. It's like a marriage with exchange of vows. Vows, or not consonants. Exchange of vows. Wait a minute. If it's an exchange, so what's the country's pledge? Like, what's the country's pledge for the citizens? As per the government. Hey, okay, that is the problem. I think that's what's causing the issue.
What problem? I don't understand.
That's why we are being cheated on, okay? Can't you see? This vow is one-sided. Imagine a wedding where only the wife reads her vow and her husband doesn't even say I do. It's just I do. I do kill you there. No wonder they keep cheating on us with sexy sugar mummies like corruption. But corruption, corruption will be like all those possessive side chicks. You know, all those ones that you don't even need to send them money. They are the ones that will be crediting your account on a regular. They almost want you to even leave your wife for them. You know those kind of side chicks now, okay?
No, stop saying you know. My wife is watching this program. What do you know?
Oh, sorry. So sorry about that. You don't cheat. So sorry. Well, I call them sugar chicks. I mean, my guy calls them sugar chicks. Yeah, sugar chicks. Because these sugar chicks hold you down and you won't even focus on your marriage anymore. That's what's happening to our government. You know the bad thing about cheating. You know the bad thing about cheating on your wife, okay? Oh, sorry, you don't know. Now you have given her the license. Now you are not sure whether she's really faithful, loyal, and honest. And guess what happens? She might actually do her own back just to hurt you. Well, so we the people now decide never to uphold our honor and glory, as you have mentioned. Hence, that's why you start having things like drug peddling, armed robbery, police brutality, and even the very handsome and generous side guy called Yahoo Yahoo. Now, take this Yahoo Yahoo for instance. Because of the monetary gains, if you want to talk about it, people will say, you don't want to go there. But if a celebrity singer now gathers the courage to talk about it, they will say, please don't judge me. Judge. Me, George. Am I finidi? Well, okay. My point is, like the adulterous woman, when we are being challenged about our infidelity to our nation, we are always quick to say, let he who has no sin cast the first stone. But hey, we forget the part that says, go and sin no more. Well, my counsel, I recommend that we as citizens will recite the pledge every day. After our morning prayers, preferably. Because we need to take this pledge seriously. We need to take this pledge as seriously as some churches take their members' pledge. Or as seriously as Yoruba women take party souvenirs. Or as seriously as NEPA takes delight. With delight. Secondly, marriage is for better, for worse. All of you that have left this marriage and have gone to be with another man, country, I hope you know that you are just a concubine. We have no choice but to make this marriage work, because whether you are a leader or you are a citizen, it is till death do us part. All the way from Benin, Edo State, I am SL. Oops.
Thank you for those great insights, Mr. SLK. My guest tonight is the owner of Red Bricks Homes and the chairman of MN Estates, Ibejuleki. He also served as the Lagos State gubernatorial candidate for the Action Democratic Party in 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. Babatunde Gbadamosi, a.k.a. BOJ. You're welcome, sir.
It's a real pleasure to be on your show.
Okay? Yeah, I'm excited to have you here. Nigerians seem to have a common sense of pain. Because, if you look around you, healthcare problem, poor education, work more, earn less, retirement insecurity, and the list goes on and on and on. How do leaders, if you permit me to call them that, how do we articulate a common solution to all these problems?
I think what needs to happen is that those of us who are actually providing solutions, real solutions, yes, not just talking about it, need to all come together.
How do we come together with so much political divide?
You know, the funny thing is, a lot of the people that are actually keeping Nigeria going are not in politics. This is the thing.
True.
Most of the people keeping Nigeria going are private sector people. And then you've got the diaspora. They remit roughly about $35 billion every year, and they've been doing that consistently for at least the last 6 or 7 years. Okay, and it's growing.
And considering their contribution to the economy, is it not an anomaly that they are not allowed to vote?
Yes, it is. I completely disagree with the idea that people in the diaspora should not be allowed to vote in a new democracy. 1999 was the opportunity we had to correct that, and we still didn't. In fact, there appears to be, amongst those that I like to call power mongers in the polity, there appears to be a determination to ensure that people in the diaspora can never vote in Nigerian elections.
What purpose is this serving, though?
It's serving the purpose of keeping them at the trough, to continue to feed on our taxes, on their remittances, and so on. Because ultimately, that's what they're feeding on. It's the remittances that are keeping us going. If the remittances ended, Nigeria would die in a flash.
In your own opinion, would you say you were happy with the level of engagement of Nigerians during the last election?
No, I absolutely wasn't. I felt that, and I still feel, that Nigerians are a bit too superficial. We only look at the surface. We don't ever dig deep. I've witnessed elections in at least 2 other jurisdictions. In the United States, the Clinton election, the first Clinton election in 1993. And then I've witnessed a number of elections in the UK because I lived there for 17 years. And the level of engagement of the citizens in those 2 countries, you cannot begin to compare with the level of apathy of Nigerian citizens.
Yeah, but if you look at our own situation, don't you think the fact that we vote and they make promises, we vote, we don't see results, is probably responsible for the apathy? Because,
I don't know.
It's still them.
I think that people are too...
Or just maybe the cross-carpeting of politicians.
No, I think people are too caught up in their own individual issues. So caught up that they can't see that the cause of those individual issues is the politicians.
We'll dig in. We'll just take a break. Just hold your thought there. We'll take a break. I see Dan D Humorous somewhere cooking up something. We'll get back to you. Still the other news. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, don't get it twisted. It's still the other news. Well, as Dan the Humorous gets set to dash us some nice cheese, my conversation with Mr. Gbadamosi continues. Going by this spate of insecurity and economic setbacks confronting the country lately, what, in your opinion, is our political reality today?
It's a mess. It's just one hot mess. There seems to be a tendency amongst Nigerians to just switch off when it's time to make an important political decision. And we did that in 2015. I say we advisedly, obviously, because many people, many people are doubtful as to the integrity of that exercise. A lot of us are sorry that President Jonathan decided to, throw in the towel the way he did, but that's his choice. Unfortunately, that choice affected 180 million people really badly. We had the opportunity to correct that in 2019, or maybe we didn't have the opportunity. Maybe it's an illusion. We voted, or we thought we voted. We thought the votes were going to count. And results came out and everybody was incredulous. Even the people that allegedly won couldn't celebrate. It was that bad. There was no spontaneous celebration. There was no spontaneous outbreak of, joy and...
This is the reason you don't smile. Because I've not seen you smile once.
What's there to smile about? Seriously, what's there to smile about? I just came back from Dubai. And in the area of Dubai where I stayed, it's called the Jumeirah Lake Towers. All right? Jumeirah Lake Towers is roughly about the size of a ward in Ibejuleki local government, just one ward. And in that piece of land, Jumeirah Lake Towers, there are more five-star hotels than there are in the whole of Lagos State. It has more roads per square kilometer than the entire Lagos East local government. Okay? It has water. It has 24-hour electricity.
All right, since the political part of things are not working the way we expect it to work, the last hope is the judiciary. Seeing what has happened, with the whole CJN saga. All right, what's your take?
Well, look, I made a conscious decision that I would not. I came third, apparently. They allocated third to me. Okay? And I made a conscious decision that I was not going to waste money after observing what happened to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, Justice Onogen. Okay? After watching that and seeing Nigerians just sit askance, everybody just looking, nobody saying anything except for a few of us who stood with the man, I said no. There's no point pursuing the judicial option. It's pointless. It's just throwing good money after bad.
Wow. Well, everything appears pointless. Thank you so very much, at least, for making it a point to come on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's still the other news. Don't go away. We are still here for you. Let's now turn to our always angry correspondent, Dan the Humorous. Dan, what do you have for us?
Peace be unto you, my brother, okay.
You look sober today. What's the good news?
I come with inspiration from the great Uncle Aliko. Aliko said, and when I mean Aliko, I don't mean the Aliko in your gate. I mean Aliko Dangote, right? Said that at a point he was hearing that he has money on paper. So he had to go and withdraw the money and see it for himself. $10 million cash. And you know what? Put it in his boot to sleep there overnight. I'm like, Aliko, how manage? $10 million overnight, no fear? Because I remember the first time somebody dashed me 1 million. I was even suspicious of the dasher of the money. I said, okay, I cannot leave your house with this money. He gave me police escort. Even with the police escort, I was still looking at the police like this. I said, officer, where are you from? He said, Kogi State. I said, why are you working in the south? You should be in Kogi State. Why did they transfer you here? And the shocking thing is they now asked him, okay, richest man in Africa, find us something. He opened his jacket left and right and said, I don't move with money.
Of course, he doesn't have to. His investment is in his sugar, salt, cement, and all of that.
Ooh, you have a point. Because Chimamanda said one time that she looked at all the books, her bestseller books, and said, how? She even pinched herself. And said, how did I write all these books? That means Alhaji Aliko would have even, in fact, pinched the salt and probably licked the salt. And said, did I make this salt? Or even lick the cement. Did I make this? Don't worry, cement will not kill him. He's the owner. The cement knows his owner. So it will not kill him. That means that everybody doing their work too, even like we doing this comedy work, over how many years we've been cracking jokes, we look at some of the jokes and pinch ourselves like, how did I crack these jokes? In the same vein, to people who have done atrocities in this country and in this world, should look at the atrocities and pinch themselves and say, hey, did I commit such atrocities?
No, but most of those ones deny committing them. They claim they are mere allegations.
We are saying the same thing. They should also pinch themselves and say, oh, did I mere allegate myself like this? But without saying, it goes to show that wealth is not what you show off, but what you show forth. Therefore, your wealth has to be something that is coming from what you show from and not what you are showing off. Hey, sense will not give me. You feel that wisdom? What you are showing from and not off. You understand? Because wealth, from what has been demonstrated here, is virtue. It comes from the things that you have done and not what just what you're carrying superficially. Therefore, photo ops, so image laundering, personality management, advertising, whatever. You all must know that just the way it is showing in Dangote, he doesn't carry in his wallet, but we know it's there. So also can be said of character, integrity, performance in public and private life. If he dey body, he dey body. And the consequences of the things you do will be felt on you as the effects will be felt around the people, or the people around you rather. So just like my uncle Aliko, we see his wealth, we know his virtue, even though there's nothing in the jacket. So also we would know. Let me take this opportunity and wish him, my uncle. This is coming from your favorite nephew, Dan. Happy birthday to you. And in case you're wondering how I and Uncle Aliko are related, we are created by the same God. That's a relationship. Chee!
That is what I have to deal with here every week. We've come to that part of the show which makes us sad. But no worries. You can join us same time, same place next week. I know you've been dreaming of being part of our live audience, so just call the numbers on your screen and we'll make your dreams a reality. Also, be sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at the Other News CTV. Our people say that a person's biggest hope is also that person's biggest fear. I don't know, okay? Yeah, God.
As if God is your hope, make you also fear. Dangote, still dey fight for me.